Alright, there you go. I knew it. Welcome dear viewers. Today I'm going to be trying to edit this video and we're going to visit this deck that is a mono blue deck as long as you don't count the colorless creatures as non-blue. But let's see what's going on. So we have plenty of artifacts here with cheap creatures that are going to be used to crew some vehicles and some other artifacts that are going to be used to improvise. Trophy Mage can fetch some artifacts from our library. Cool. Either Harvester, giving us energy, giving us the opportunity of having lifelink, and the crew cost is just one. Amazing. Cultivator's Caravan, one single copy to have a 5/5 maybe, because the mana is not relevant most of the time because our big guys have improvised, so having Cultivator's Caravan is a bit redundant. 3 copies of Sphinx's Tutelage, so let's see how many Reclamation Sages the opponent runs. Then Padeem to give all our artifacts hexproof and also giving us the opportunity of drawing if we get the most expensive artifact out. Whirler Rogue, providing a very nice 2/2 with the ability to make guys unblockable, and also comes packed with a 2 Thopters combo. 1 copy of Mechanized Production, the most beautiful card in the expansion, but we only get to have 1 copy. Then 2 copies of Thopter Spy Network in case our Sphinxes get blown up. We have backups. And efficient construction, so we are going to look at a very high number of Thopters, hopefully. Then Sky Sovereign, the only removal spell in the deck, I should say, but let's try to put a very aggressive state on the board and see how it goes. Then our big guys with Improvise, Windkin Riders. Well, if we get if we get the full advantage of Improvise for only 2 blue, then Bastion Inventor 4/4 with hexproof, similar cost to the other one, but 1 blue. That means that with 5 artifacts out, we can pay this for 1 blue. It's important. Planar Bridge, just because maybe we get to activate this, and if we don't, at least we have 1 artifact that provides the ability to make the other guys improvise. Gearseeker Serpent, kind of better ability that improvise, because if you have artifact, you don't have to tap them to reduce the cost of the Gearseeker Serpent. And finally, Barricade Breaker. But well, we have to set up this deck, so for helping us we have the Alchemist Vial that can provide us some time by stopping guys from attacking us. We have cheap blockers over here, and Skyline Cascade. I think it should work here. Then Inventor's Fair, giving us life gain most of the time, but in case of need we can tutor an artifact from our library. And the Aether Hub for the energy for the Harvester. And let's go to our battles. Well, and here we are finally, after a little bit of waiting from my side. So I guess the edition actually is pretty handy. And let's see what happens. Oh, remember that the main idea of the deck is to present way too many enchantments, so the opponent is not going to have enough Reclamation Sages, and this is the 2 most important enchantments that we can have, and we have the Alchemist Vials and the Caravan, so we need another land and we are set. Provided we don't die while we try to assemble our place. Okay, go blue. No land yet. We still have another draw attempt and the Vial to give us another shot. And if we find one of our small blockers, it will be great against Gideon. I'm expecting to see a lot of auras coming this way. No land yet. Let's hope that we don't lose because of a mana screw. Come on, card number 51. You are a... Not a land. Not a land. Oh my boy. Come on. Another land is going to let us play the Caravan. Then we are set. Or maybe we begin with the Tutelage. So far, opponent apparently is also mana screw. No. Well, we don't know. Let's see. No more lands. Okay, this makes Gideon hit harder. But I guess our opponent is mono white, meaning that our Sphinxes is going to be very, very powerful unless the opponent is packing enchantment removal. But then we have the Mechanized Production. Let's see. But with one single land, you're not going to do much. Dear opponent, why are you attacking with both? This is a bit of a mistake, but we are tapped out. Okay, another Anointer. Alright, so the good thing that this only can activate during the opponent's attack. So we got rid of Gideon. That's very cool. Let's see. I think we can play the Rogue. That's going to stop that attack, those attacks. Or we can mechanize the Vial, giving us more cards. If the opponent finds another land, he probably has some enchantment. That means the Rogue is not going to be that good. We can play Caravan and Copter. Next turn we can have the Rogue to crew everybody. Maybe we go for that. Also, we could play Padeem, also it's not a bad option. The Padeem can crew Copter, also gives us additional draw, makes our artifacts with hexproof. Opponent still mana screwed, but he has 1-drops, alright. So here Gideon flips. So he can force some of our guys to attack, unless we tapped them to crew the vehicles. So not biggie, but also we have the Caravan now. Goodbye deck. Mono white is bad. Right, go Padeem. Padeem mostly because I want to draw more faster. We're going to crew in chain so we can send the Caravan. Okay, the opponent apparently has had enough. Because he got mana screw, and also we removed a couple of good spells from him, and most importantly 2 planes. Maybe we get to see exactly how many lands he's using there. Let's try to mill the opponent. It's not going to take long, thanks to this guy. So let's try to see what the opponent has up his sleeves. So, of course, if we meet Tragic Arrogance at some point, it's going to be a bad idea. Okay. So far so good. Look at all those beautiful lands the opponent couldn't find. Let's give ourselves more of those beautiful vials. Another Renegade Map. And leave the Copter to protect us from those. Okay, we could beat the opponent down, I guess, but well, we have the sphere, the Aethersphere Harvester. So what is the Aethersphere? What is this guy doing with all this? He's draining the energy. Why don't you leave the nature alone, you bad boy? Okay, even vehicles. Right. Take more meal. What else? Well, we could send our Copter that is going to proc another Sphinx. Let's play the Rogue so we can crew the other vehicles easily. We can also play these. Okay, there we go. We have to tap you and you. Of course, this, and that's about it. We spent our energy, but we have the 4/3 flyer and about to swing with. Okay, we never want to block with the Padeem. It's one of the most important creatures, so we are not going to combat with Padeem unless it's absolutely necessary. So okay, Rogue, I don't think we're going to need them. Take another meal. Still, the opponent hasn't found another land. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lands. 11. Let's try to figure out exactly how many lands is the mono white deck using. Assuming the opponent doesn't have a land that it doesn't want to play. Number 12. Okay. I'm curious. Declaration Stone cannot target too much because our Thopters have hexproof, so we are losing Padeem here, of course. There's another one somewhere in there. Maybe we find her. She's a girl, right? I don't know. Okay, we still draw thanks to the Mechanized Production, giving us the Vial. We have also the natural draw. Okay, we can also activate the Sphinx. Then we have to get rid of something from here. Fair enough, let's do it. We want to mill hard, let's do it. Get yourself, so go away the Skylight Cascade. We can even cast the Bastion Inventor now. We just tap the clue. This, I could crack the clue. Let's leave the clue. Oh well, I don't need to tap to use the clue. So that should be enough for the Bastion. Oh, let's tap also the Renegade Map. Then there we go. So, well, no mana remaining for our clue. Oh, too bad. That was bad. Let's send our Copter. Another loot. And opponent almost done. 17 from 17 to 15. Okay, whenever we hit a land or artifact, the Sphinx stops. Otherwise, he keeps going. This guy, it or he, keeps going. If the cards share a color, then let's see, 2 lands. You get to, with 2 mana, opponent got to cast the Declaration Stone. Let's see if he has another thing. Consul's Lieutenant. And alright, I want to see how many lands do you have. Smuggler's Copter. So large number of vehicles there. Cool. So mono white with vehicles. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it looks funny. Looks fun to play. 6, 4. Maybe it's with this it's over. Oh, another Sphinx. Excellent. 2, 1. We need 1 more draw. So Copter, it's your job. Make the honor, please. No, of course I have to say yes. Okay. There we no. Let's count how many lands the opponent had. So there are 2 on the battlefield. I don't think he drew any more than 2. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So under 20 lands, no wonder the opponent got mana screwed. Well, we cast this for 2. We can play the Harvester. Can play another island, and we win by the mill. No. So I don't think we won because of our luck or because our opponent had a bad luck, but his deck was under landed, if that's a word. Underlanded? Yeah. He didn't have enough lands. So here we are waiting for our next game. Don't know if I'm going to edit this part out. Last time it took quite a while. Alright, a mysterious deck with default avatar and background. Let's see what we meet. Alright, we start. Yes, we play first, and this is, despite having this Sphinx, this hand's not that good. This is a bit better. Maybe we have an early Gearseeker. Let's go with Ireland. It's a bit risky keeping the Skyline Cascade because this is going to enter tapped no matter what, but we have the possibility of using 2 Vials next turn and the second and third turn anyways, and there we have the untapped land. Let's see what we hit now. This is very good, because now we're going to have 3 artifacts in play and 3 lands. So if I play... Oh, let's begin with the Vial, and let's see if we are going to be able to play the Mechanized Production. Yes! Excellent. Let's go more blue, and let's give the opponent the chance to use his removal spells now. Fatal Push, Burns, whatever, we don't care, because this is a victory condition. We already have 2 Vials. Okay, Death Touch. Maybe this isn't the Act of Treason deck. But we have the Skyline Cascade for later. We have another Vial in hand. This is great. We are going to be able to cast the Gearseeker Serpent for 2. Draw like there's no tomorrow. Skip the attack. We're going to keep that one tapped with this. Sphinx for 1, most likely. We can later stop the guy with the Vials. Delirium. Are you going to be able to have Delirium? I'm not sure. Okay, skip the blocking. So we had, with the production, we have got another Vial. So 4, then 5. That means we have to pay just 2 blue for the Serpent. And we are going to have too many cards, perhaps. Oh, this is interesting too. Maybe we play this first. It's a bit slow. Okay, 4 already. Another Skyline Cascade. This is great. Let's go with this guy, because the opponent wants to destroy our creatures. He has all these cards that can destroy the Gearseeker Serpent. We can even activate the Merchant's Dot Hand if we need to find a particular card. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, there you go. I knew it. So this is an interesting clock we can remove with the Sky Sovereign. I presume that's a good idea. And at this point, I guess we have just keep this one tapped. Let's see what we draw first. Okay, we have the Sphinx, but opponent is playing with Delirium plus the Greyblade Marauder. Normally, I guess it would be interesting to drop the Sphinx now, but we don't have to. We are about to win with the Mechanized Production. Therefore, we just go ahead with the flagship and get rid of this. This guy is hard to block because it has Menace, a very good elf. And that's it. We have 5 of these already. So 3 more and we win. Okay, Liliana, the opponent is about to, he likes to Grasp of Darkness against our guy. I knew it. He had that kind of stuff. Okay, we take 2 damage because we get hit for 1 with this guy. Then there's 1 creature in the graveyard. But if we get to crew the flagship, then we kill Liliana. We can't stop the attacks with the Vial, but then we move farther away from our winning condition. See, thank you for the extra card. Alright, all of this is actually very good. Okay, let's play this. And then we can crew this guy. Do I play the caravan or the... yeah, let's keep one of them untapped. That gives me room to play the Harvester, but first we crew here and the opponent leaves the game, of course. This guy cannot be destroyed by his removal spells. He needs like a languish or something, but that will kill all his other guys. So swing with the flagship and bombarding Liliana. Of course, we don't want Liliana transforming because that makes the Marauder stronger, and also the Kindly Stranger too, and drop the Harvester. So maybe, since I tap down, maybe I could have tapped this and leave 1 mana open. That wouldn't be doing much. Now we can crew the Harvester in case we see a need for that. But second Kindly Stranger, but the opponent is far away from having Delirium online. Only 2 card types and 2 cards in hand. He has creature and instant, but he needs something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have our number 7. We could give the opponent a hand with this. Stop. Take the damage. I've missed the opportunity to crew before the fact. That was my mistake. Sorry, guys. The window of time is a bit small for doing the crew. And right. Vial number 7. Okay. Let's give the opponent a hand so he can populate his graveyard. Let's see if it has something cool. Crew. Swing with this. Let's give this one lifelink, but maybe the opponent can kill it. He can't. Okay. So we are going to get our victory. Thank you, Mechanized Production. And I think that's going to be it for today's video. Let's hope the edition is okay by the end. I'm very newbie with this stuff. And if you like what you see, just let me know in the comment. Any suggestions are going to be very appreciated. And well, I'm always going to try to improve. Collective Defiance. Maybe the opponent discards his hand. or I should say its hand, since now we are against the AI. No. Okay, just damage. Good thing that I blocked that attack. Otherwise, this could be a disaster. I could have used the Sovereign. Woohoo! So we don't got to see the activation of the Sphinx. So, alright. I'm going to add some more interesting visual effect, because that was pretty lackluster. So finally we've finished today's video. I want to thank you all for viewing, and I hope you have enjoyed our time together. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you think it's worth, and leave your comments below if you have any suggestions or ideas for me to try. We'll have another amazing video next time. Until then, sayonara!